everyone, welcome back to the SPT show. Today we're going to be looking at the updated SPT Realism Mod Test V2 that came out a couple of weeks ago for SPT 3.11. I already discussed this a little bit, the first test release obviously, in the one of my recent videos where I was actually running the Realism Mod and I announced that it was indeed in operation and talking about how it's currently accepting feedback. Developer Fontaine is working on it and taking bug reports to finalize everything about it. And I thought that now would be a good opportunity to come in and assess any of the changes or any problems that I see. But I can say so far that I think it'll be pretty easy, as I've been playing with this this test version for a couple of days now, with my full mod list, because I started without it, and then I was like, oh, well, how well will it interact with the mods that I already use? And I actually haven't had many problems at all. It's been very convenient. Not to say that that'll be the case for everybody, but that's exactly how it's gone for me, and as usual, I'm feeling pretty lucky about it. So we're gonna romp through customs today, see what sort of trouble I can get into, demonstrate some of the mechanics as usual, and also discuss what it says on the actual GitHub page for this release. It's not very much different than the first time I talked about it several weeks ago, but we'll just go over it again, because there are some critical things to know about this test version. Ooh, look at the gas over there. I do like how the gas is visible. Oh my god! Oh, he's over there. Nope. I thought maybe my momentum would carry me, and then I used up my stamina trying to sprint. I was like, maybe I can jump over there, but I didn't have any stamina to do anything with. So that was a problem for me. There he is. Oh, I missed. But I can keep shooting him and I got him. Okay. Let's head up to the hilltop. And I'll pull up the GitHub page, which I'll also have linked in the description so that you can read along with me if you want to. Oh yeah, this seems fully and perfectly safe. First of all, I'll pull up the F12 menu to see right here. I've got the advanced settings on for Realism Mod, but here's the entry for the Realism Mod, and here is what you should know about this test version. According to Developer Fontaine, on the GitHub page, which is right here, this is, as the last one was, a very early test build. It's added stats for new weapons and some of the new attachments, and those are the BSG weapons that were added in recent updates. Not custom mod weapons, of course. And we can discuss how those actually interact with Realism Mod in just a bit here as well. This build is purely for finding errors, bugs, and other issues. Please enable the BepInEx log console. Reports without client logs will likely be ignored, he says. Bot changes must be disabled also. So it says here in the bullet points that bot changes currently do not work, so you can keep that in mind. There are issues with the medical system due to the changes that from BSG's recent updates that actually break the medical overhaul here in the Realism Mod, and apparently that includes things like the double use of the meds, surgery kits not functioning properly, and also some restrictions to the actual ability to heal not applying as they should in that overhaul. And of course it also says that the custom audio is not playing properly, and that has to do with the hazard system. So a little bit farther down it says right here, in the custom audio is not playing in reference to gas masks, the Geiger counter, and the gas analyzer, and headsets also. So we're still waiting on that to be fixed up. Bot changes, like I said before, currently do not work. It says that there's a stutter on shooting bots sometimes, and we've already known about that. That's an EFT problem due to the crazy amount of code that was added in recent updates. It says here that you can't treat radiation or toxicity out of raid except for with the therapist quests right now due to limitations, which is actually not a huge problem. If you're careful, you probably won't have to worry about that in the first place. Just make sure you've got a gas mask, and if you find yourself in a hazard, get out of it as quickly as possible. As always stated on these updates, balancing is always ongoing. The Glock 18C recoil is bugged. That's a BSG issue. The high ready sprint animation bugs out sometimes. That's also a BSG issue. And you can still hit yourself in the legs with melee, and as usual, as always, of course, as we all should know by now, SPT, EFT, both cursed. Thoroughly cursed. Always problems. Expect the problems. So this release came out a couple of weeks ago. Whoops, I didn't mean to actually do that. Click. Okay, there we go. And I played a bit with the first test version, didn't have many problems. There were some bugs, mostly just those stated. and I didn't have any major problems. I did remove custom weapon mods. Well, the one. Okay, I removed Massive Soft's weapons and decided to keep in Epic Range Times weapons because I like the attachments too much. The attachments don't seem to break nearly as much as the weapons do, and the problem with that is if you try to open or inspect a weapon from a custom mod while the realism test is running right now, then it'll just break the window, and I can show footage of that here. The window will just be locked on your screen, it can't be closed, and I've had to just restart the game to get rid of it. However, I have it from Fontaine, who told me on Discord just the other day that apparently patches from SPT 3.10.5 that worked with that version of Realism Mod for the custom weapon mods do still work here in this version right now. So I haven't tested that just yet, I haven't gone to actually get those patches. But I have faith that he is right. He's telling me the truth, and I'll try that out in just a bit. But just to make things simpler and sort of test as intended, despite using my full mod list, I decided to remove that mod just to remove the temptation from myself. Sort of condense the amount of weapons that I'm actually able to use in the first place anyway. And it's been pretty helpful, I'd say. Outside of that, I really haven't noticed any major bugs, like I said. Only those that were previously stated. So that is great news for me. Because, as you know, I love the Realism Mod. I prefer to play SPT with it. I can't stand to play without it. Even though I have been for weeks. But it's all part of the job, you know? I just want to demonstrate things and let you guys know what's going on. If you have any questions, let me know here in the comments, and you can also find us in the StarVox Discord server. If you are testing the Realism Mod test right now, if you are bug testing, if you want to submit bug reports, the best way to do so, if you want to go and report something, is going to be to open an issue on GitHub, in the actual repo for this version of the SPT Realism Mod test. You can also find threads in the SPT pub server and the WTT Discord server, where discussion for this test mod is ongoing. And oh my god, I'm getting so many stutters right now. I was doing some test recordings earlier and it wasn't stuttering this much, so as luck would have it, I'm stuttering more now. It's probably literally something like I have to restart my computer, because God knows why. But Fontaine does say that those are the best places, if not the only places, to actually go submit bug reports. It won't do any good to jump into a general chat and just start dumping logs and asking for things to be fixed, because it's not going to happen. Trust me, it will not happen. Maybe I can mosey up in here, not die right away. Well, there has been some activity. There's lots of activity. I mean, obviously you can hear all the gunfire. What I might do in just a bit is restart completely, see if I can get rid of those stutters, because it was actually running rather smoothly earlier. To the... Whoa! Oh boy, to the extent that I was actually really pleased with the performance, and I was like, wow, things are going pretty well. I even turned the graphics back up because I was having such a good time. In addition to Realism Mod, to make things even crazier, I'm using the most recent version of Sane, which is incredible. It's just so good. The bots are doing so well, they're so dangerous, they're so proficient. And it's so much fun to fight them, so dangerous and so scary and terrifying. All the good stuff. You know all the things I really like. It's great to have Sane back, it's great to have Realism Mod on its way back, effectively. And of course, if you don't mind dealing with bugs or anything... Do I hear footsteps? Or was that just my searching? I could swear I heard some stuff. But yeah, if you don't mind the bugs, you've pretty much got Realism Mod right now. You can just go download it and install it. Just keep in mind, it's going to change. Features that you see now, descriptions that you see now, obviously the bugs that we're dealing with will or won't be there, or will be thoroughly adjusted when the final version does come out, and of course we don't know when that'll be. I haven't heard any more updates on that. Just got to assume that it'll take some more time, probably several more weeks, who knows. But if you want to help, go submit some bug reports, turn on those logs. If you follow the proper format, it could be extremely helpful to the project, and I'm sure that Fontaine will appreciate it. And all of us will actually appreciate it. Sorry. I'm still so congested. Those Canadian wildfires, man. The smoke is settling over the Midwest. Draining my HP. You can hear it happening. There's a dead guy. Oh. Footsteps off to the right. Boy, I really, really enjoy having both the stances and the recoil overhaul and the movement changes back, because they make me feel most comfortable with gunplay in the game. And it introduces a lot more sway and play with how... Oh, I heard a sound outside too. With how the guns move. But it really does, like, I'm so used to it now that it's just how I prefer to shoot. Even the mistakes that I make feel much more legitimate when these mechanics are running. And it just makes everything more satisfying for me. Whoops. Did he say nerd? I couldn't really hear that. It almost sounded like he was like, nerd! But I doubt it. Whoops. Pre-fired because I heard him moving around. Oh my god. Wow. No you don't. No you don't. Sir. See, this is a feature of New Sane. Bots will... Oh my god. Bots will pre-fire, and not just a little. Bots will pre-fire a lot. They'll work together to suppress you. If they're alone, they'll do their best to suppress you into your whatever position they've got you stuck in. And they'll try to work out ways to take you down. I really love it. I love it so much. What did this guy have? He died. Whoa. It's in perfect shape, this MP9. Anything interesting? No magazines for it. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? I thought I clicked on that. Money. So I'm not entirely sure what about the surgical kits is bugged at the moment, because I have successfully used them in my testing so far. If something should come up, I'm sure we'll know right away, because it just won't work, and I'll be dying. He was firing an unscoped M700 with no attachments whatsoever. Just blasting away, and he had 3 magazines. Interesting. The Realism Mod is working to regulate how magazines are loaded and like equipped onto NPCs, which is a change in some of the most recent versions of Realism Mod. That's, I think, mostly an effort to prevent bots from just like rolling around with rigs full of ammunition and like completely full mags throughout. I did deactivate idle arm stamina loss for now because I don't feel like dealing with that at the moment. Otherwise I would just, as usual, forget to actually walk around in a stance, and my arms would get tired, and when I have to shoot at somebody, my aim would be even worse than it already is. Let's just mosey on in here for a sec, and take a look at the Weapon menu entry for Realism Mod really quickly. Come on down here, there it is, the Realism Mod 1.5.3 it says. There are some additional settings, and I'm going to have to do an actual comparison with the older versions, specifically the 3.10 versions, to see what exactly has changed, but most things are indeed very much the same. And the way that I use it is also much the same. I've changed some of the weapon speed modifiers to make things take less time in general. And let's see here, I've got the Realism mounting system, which hopefully, yeah, it does actually override BSG's mounting system. Dealing with the collision, dejanking the EFT animations. I've got block shooting while in stance enabled. All these things I actually covered before in one of my videos discussing how I like to arrange these settings, and I pretty much do things just the same way. So not much has changed. Here are the keybinds that I use. And of course, in the advanced settings, down below all the main settings are the actual stance controls. And this is how you can go through and specifically reposition your like arms and stuff like that for the different stances. And then the final advanced settings are way down here, and I love how much there is available for us. It's really cool. So at the moment, some things that don't really have any effect are going to be things like the headset options, and also the settings that control the volume for the gas analyzer and the Geiger counter, because those sound effects don't play. Which, not a deal breaker, but I mean, it obviously breaks the usefulness completely of those two devices if they just don't do anything at all. Because, you know, you want them to detect gas and radiation where they're present, so you know to hit your keybind and just quickly put on your gas mask. And I really like that this is a feature of the mod now. when I unequip it using the hotkey, it just sits right there in my special slot. I think that's really cool. It's very quick to equip, very quick to unequip. Don't have to have it just like taking up space the whole time. And it definitely saves me some hurt from hazards. Is that a guy up there? He is. I think he's alive and he might be looking at me. No? Maybe he's dead. I can't really tell. It's hard to see from down here. Let me just zoom on up. Nope, he's dead. He's just sprawled out. He's covered in blood. Ah, too bad, right? My current bot cap is set to 12, so we might be between waves right now. The gunfire around me has stopped. It doesn't mean I'm safe. Oh boy, just like I said. Oh man, the bush slowed me down. I really hate that I can't just like tumble through bushes to save myself. Instead I have to slow to a walk. Wow. Okay. I've been spotted. Oh my god. Ouch. Bone broken. Bleeding lots. Use injector. I don't have it equipped right now. Oh no. Use the Zagristine. Oh man, I'm being bombarded. What's broken? Leg is broken. Use the splint. Body injured. Grenade equip. I think I still have... Yeah, I've still got the grenade assist on. I keep forgetting to remove it because it's not actually part of the Hollywood cam. And I removed that mod. I think. Pretty sure I did. But I didn't remove the actual grenade assist that goes along with it. And of course it's not... one isn't required for the other. It just is a helpful thing when in third-person camera to have. And I forgot that it was a separate thing, so I didn't uninstall it. I might be able to deal with it otherwise. Does it have an entry in the F12 menu? It's not exactly a safe idea to check it right now, is it? Nope, but oh yeah, visual assist. Yep, I can just disable it. And then there's Hollywood effects, blah blah blah. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here, show you that the Realism Mod is indeed in progress. It's always good to know that a new test version is out, and that it's running well, at least for me. I've been playing with it for several hours now. Things seem to be working as intended for the most part. As you can see, all the visual things are currently happening to me because I'm in pain. There's the pain right there. It's about to end and... Okay, yeah, good to go. Nope, it came back because I'm actually overweight. Oh no, that's not good at all. I am carrying a lot of stuff. I have like a lot of things in my bag. So, hopefully that'll end soon enough. I did, after all, have a bone broken by an exploding grenade. Took some shrapnel damage all over my body. It might bother you. I've seen lots of comments about how people don't like the visual effects of being injured in the Realism Mod because of the blur and whatnot. I like it. It's immersive. It's fun. Makes it harder. Makes me feel like I'm in it, you know, without actually having to deal with the trauma and injury and pain and discomfort of being this guy here in Tarkov. It might be actually just worse to like view in a video, especially on something like YouTube with compression, because it can just turn blur into large blocks. Same thing with darkness. So I totally get it in that regard, but this is an authentic representation of the mod as it is right now with the settings that I use. I think that's important to have. And of course the pain is now gone, so the effect has subsided. As long as I'm smart and keep myself hydrated and healed up and fed, I won't have to deal with that. Doesn't seem to be anybody up here. Now, did that guy make himself known? Oh, is he still over there? I think that's still him. Alright, let's just... Oh my god, I hate it when that happens. Hide over boar, right? Hide over bullshit, more like. How well... Oh my god, yeah. Yep. He was like, oh, there he is, and turned over like a Terminator and fired back. I'm on the default same difficulty setting. The default preset. I don't think I've changed it. Oh boy. The adrenaline from getting shot at is making me a little shaky. Pretty sure I hit him. If he's not behind that column, he just moved back to heal himself or just hide while he dies from hopefully bleeding out dealing with his broken body. Anybody over here that I should worry about? Operate the grenade launcher? Yank it a few times. Pull that lever. Just having a great time. Just to stir him up if he's over there, you know? Send some shrapnel. And before I leave the safety, or relative safety of this place, whatever, I'll reload this magazine. I'll reload my rifle. Look in here, see that I've got plenty of supplies. Not too worried about my physical condition at the moment. I think Zagustin actually has some regenerative effects, so it might have brought some of my levels up. But now, can I climb this please? Thank you. I'm gonna go over there and chase him down. The stances really make me happy to have. I'm so happy to have these back. I actually enjoy positioning them. You'd think I'd spend more time in like Blender actually making models of my own, but for some reason I don't. I play this game because and like adjust the sliders for minutes on end to get something that I rather like. I don't see him. Move forward and assess. Peek. Move tactically. Enjoy thoroughly. Breathe heavily. Oh, nope. I think it's him. Guess I got him. Lucky me. Looks like he slid down. What do you have? He had the 105. It's in pretty good shape. Good configuration, too. I'm not a huge fan of this mount right here, though. It's a bit high on the body. Not too high. And it's also pretty far back. But that's one of my favorite optics right now. I mean, obviously, as you can tell, I'm using it. Whatever that says. Gotcha. By the way, I do think it would be a fun mod to actually be able to smoke the cigarettes. There's like so many different kinds of like cigarettes available in the game. Just to like use. Oh, here's a card. Therapist's flu epidemic. Oh no. I'm gonna collect it. No, you can keep that. What'll I do with it anyway? Because I actually have the, no, what did I put? Oh, I know. There's my hotkey for the melee. Is that a guy? It is a guy. It was a guy. Yeah, so be careful with the melee, especially if you're using the bayonet, because you can look down and bash yourself in the leg. It's no good. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but I mean, every little bit counts. Oops. Not gonna go over there. It's a pretty bad idea to just wander through razor wire. He died. Oh, am I bleeding from that? Are you kidding me? My head is bleeding from that, and I got a tremor going. Oh my god, okay. So, how do I solve head injuries again? Bleeding from the head, am I just gonna have to, like, give myself some more hemostatic injections? Because, like, what in the world? There we go. The IFAK can, in fact, deal with that. All I have to do is just wrap some gauze around myself. Got a gauze bandana. Continuous healing is on, so I guess it's just gonna keep doing that. Oh, yeah, it is healing, too. Okay, cool. Not so bad. I wonder what the consensus is still on the healing system, the medicine overhaul for the Realism Mod. If you like it or dislike it, let me know. There's been some pretty big feelings about it either way. Ah, not bad. It's in good shape too. The optic is really low though to be using with this. Probably like hits it at the halfway point to be able to look through that. Tiny collimator. Those iron sights, might as well just use the iron sights themselves. Ooh. Oh, give me that. And you get another one too. Sure, put it in my pocket, why not? I will, whoops. We'll go ahead and take that. And then these two, we'll shove these in my chest rig. Rifle through his pockets. Looking for more collectibles. Oh, nice. Thank you. What do you know? I'll take that. Check my surroundings real quick, just to not be an idiot while I'm out here. Not much is happening, though. Then search the bag. So all in all, like I said before, the mod seems to be doing pretty well. The alert is visual, and of course your character will cough if he's in gas, but like in terms of the actual hazard detection, if you do wander into a radioactive environment, the noise will still appear on the screen. So even though the Geiger counter doesn't go off, you'll still know that you've entered some spicy air with rapidly moving, very dangerous particles. And then of course the gas is visible. I'm pretty sure it's visible everywhere that it spawns too, so if there's a gas cloud somewhere, you're going to be able to see it, and your character is going to start coughing as well. There's nothing back here. So you're still going to know if you're in a hazard zone. And it's not like you're just going to have no indication at all, and you're just going to be like collecting dangerous hazard damage idly. So no need to worry about that. If you're in a bad spot, slide on the gas mask. Be sure that the gas mask has a filter, and that the filter's in good shape. You can see the counter right down there. To make the custom gas masks work, you're going to have to use a patch. If I should find that that works in the future, I will demonstrate that. But at the moment, whoops. This mask alone is enough. Got a bad guy over here. Oh, there he is. He's on the road. He's just standing there. Looking. Scanning menacingly. He's not doing much. Is he alone? That's the real question. The gunshot and the dogs spooked me just then. Oh, plenty of activity in that direction. I could just barely see him through the grass there. The very tall weed growth. Whoa! Watch out! Watch out! Just spotted him. He's still up. Rush up. Oh, grenade! Stop that. Stop. Would you die already, please? Okay. I was fortunate that he was having such a hard time hitting me because, oh my god. That was pretty clumsy. But good for demonstration. Shoot them all up. He was having a tough time with that shotgun. He spent all of his ammunition. What was he using? Some sort of buckshot? Oh, dual sabot. Sabo, sorry. Dual sabo. I'll just go ahead and take that because I also have a shotgun. MRE, that's good. Check his ready pack. Oh, there's only one little thing. Some SP7 ammo. Better reload. Tushonka and thermite, both very good sources of nutrition. And then check out the UMP. How's this doing? This thing's full. Good to go. Yeah, just like I thought. How about we just go ahead and uninstall that? Neat. It's on single fire for some reason. Put that on full auto. Is that flashlight, yeah, the cable is just clipping right through the gun. If I switch this over to the other side, that probably won't be the case anymore. Yep, just underneath. However, it does seem like maybe... not too much. Doesn't look too bad. There's a little clipping, I suppose. But it looks much better like that. So we're all good to go now. And I love the UMP-45. Running very quickly, very realistically. Having a visceral, literally realistic time in Escape from Tarkov. It does not get more realistic than this. You want to play another game that's more realistic? You're not going to find one, brother. You can look. Only a long time ago did the most realistic tactical shooter come out. And we haven't seen one like it since. My favorite, you could even say. Star Wars Republic Commando. Nothing even comes close, boy. Nothing at all. Never had a more visceral, realistic experience in my life. I'll just go on through. You know what? I'll move in that direction. We'll go by old gas. And then once I make it to the other side of the map, we'll call it one. Don't want to take up too much of your time today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you tuning in and watching. Direct any questions to the Club StarVox Discord server. Direct all bug reports to the GitHub repo for this test version of Realism Mod. Or to the threads in the SPT pub server and the WTT server. Links to all those things are very easy to find. Links to my server are of course in the description below. Hopefully you're all having as much fun as I am testing this mod. I basically just feel like I have Realism Mod in general. I'm not too hard pressed about the features that aren't finished yet. I'm just having a good time. Just sort of really happy to have some things back. Whoops, did you hear that? Open the door. Turn on my tactical flashlight. Peer inside. Whoops, did you hear that? There's some gas in there. I can put on my gas mask. It's very subtle, especially here at the doorway. Can't really see, but if I look in that direction, I can see the gas. Just barely. I can, like, see the coloration of it. It's a bit easier to see how it, like, floats by. See what I mean? There's, like, clouds of it. I'm sure that that guy was not in here. He'd be coughing if he wasn't wearing a mask, and typically these guys don't seem to wear masks. So he's probably outside right over there, but then again, I think I just heard a rustle over here. Oops, spotted him. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's off-center. That's a problem. Ah, man, I'm gonna have to, like, search through the settings and see if I can find a way to fix that. Here we go. Oh boy, he's still up. But he's hurting now. Get over here. There he is. He ran over there. I'm not positive if that killed him. I'm gonna reposition all the same. It's about half. Yep, that got him. Good to go. Wait a minute. Another bad guy. Don't know what these guys are staring at. But it sure doesn't help them. Am I good now? What do you have? Ooh. The Saiga 9. Pretty well torn down. Just no stock, I guess. No stock and no muzzle device. Does it have the threads? Yeah. Max energy. It looks like I could use some hydration. Ram stick. Ooh, the gas analyzer card. How topical. Very appropriate to have for this video. Check him out. He also had a shotgun. The MP153. 7mm buckshot. A CPU fan in his pocket, and a T-plug, and a wallet. Oh, it's empty. And a magnet. This guy was like, I'm gonna build a PC. And just carried the pieces around in his pocket. So, really quickly, let me dive into this menu, because I seem to remember watching, or seeing a setting. Realism Mod. So, let's see here. Ballistics. Nope. Recoil settings. Stat display. Weapon settings. Accuracy. Health and meds. Nope. Weapon speed. Weapon stances and position. Here we go. Let's see here. Enable extra weapon position rotation effects. Slight cant based on ergo. ADS. Blah, blah, blah. Wonder if disabling that would prevent it. I'm gonna turn that off right now. Look at that. It definitely changes the position of my weapon just as it is. Rubber stance after firing, block shooting while it stands, high rating, alternative rifle position ADS. Rifle will move closer to the camera when aiming, leading to smoother ADS from stances. It's kind of a cool idea, but I think that's what it should be in terms of like fixing the ADS position for this. Yes, that was it. So it seems as though that's something to keep in mind, isn't it? So if I click that. Oh, okay. Well, seems good now. Huh. Wonder why it was being a problem before. Guess I don't have to worry about it anymore. Just had to fiddle with the setting for a sec. Good. You may remember that the effects of provisions don't take immediate effect with the overhaul of the Realism Mod. It's going to be much more steady. It boosts your increase, the actual recovery of hydration and energy. So instead of getting it all at once... Wow, there's his rifle. He died up there, dropped his rifle. Instead of getting the benefits of provisions all at once, they come in over time. Safe to assume that pretty much every warehouse is gaseous. Well, now if I... Yep, there's the cloud. But over here it seems safe, so that's good. How's my health? Exposure is low. Doing okay. Hydration's coming up. There is gas over here next to these containers. There's stuttering over here also. It's always fun. It's okay, we're almost done out here. There probably won't be much activity. The whole map sounds pretty quiet. But I'm glad that my performance is leveled out again. Oh my god. What was I just saying? Yeah, I'm glad that my performance is leveled out again. So that I can have more bots on the map and bring my graphics back up to high. Without sacrificing so much performance. Ouch! Thanks a lot, dude. Stab with the juice. There's still one guy in here, but he's in that direction. Bleeding has stopped. Stop! I was just about to change over to like swap my magazine in case he was still inside. Don't play with me, man. Get back. Wow. Oh my god. Ouch. That was pretty bad. My response was very bad. Oh boy, now my arm is injured, so I can't hold the weapon up. I died. Well, that about wraps up today's demonstration of the Realism Mod Test version 2 that came out just a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said before, if you want to test this mod, make sure to enable your BepInEx logs, and then go submit a report on the GitHub page on the issues for the repo of this, which you can find links for that online, no problem. I actually posted one in one of my previous videos. You can discuss this on Discord. You can come to the Club StarVox Discord server and discuss it however you like, wherever you like. But if you want to talk about bugs specifically, you're going to have to find the thread for this mod in particular on the WTT Discord server and the SPT Pub Discord server, where Fontaine will actually see, read, and pay attention to what you submit. Thank you very much for your attention. If you're super excited about this like I am, let me know in the comments below. Look forward to the next video that I've got coming out pretty soon. And yes, thanks for watching.